Hi, this is Cindy from Super Lucky Cindy. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. I thought today it's my day off and I would do a flip through of one of my completed art journals. I pulled it off my bookshelf. And if you hear traffic now and then, I don't normally film this time of day. I mean, this time of morning. It's later in the morning. Usually I film, I don't know, between 4:30 and 5:30 in the morning usually, and it's really quiet and you just hear crickets. But this time of day we hear more traffic, so I've got a window behind me open and one to my left, so I apologize for the traffic noise. There's an Asian market in Greenville, South Carolina, and they have a market and a restaurant and a boba tea counter. And when we were when we were finished shopping in the market part, we went over to get a boba tea. And when she slid the boba tea over to me, I looked down and this is what I saw, and I thought it was cool, so I took a picture. Here's my boba tea. She put like a little plastic thing on it. You can see the tip jar. And the counter was so cool. It was like that old vintage. I don't know if you ever remember, when I was a kid, we used to go to the bowling alley sometimes. And I lived up north in the Midwest in a kind of a small farm town is where I grew up when I was really little. And I would go to the bowling alley with my grandparents, and there was these bowling balls that looked like this. They were kind of swirly and psychedelic, and it reminded me of that, so I just took a picture of it. I thought it was kind of cool. This is art heavy and writing heavy, and if I saw a phrase I liked, I would put it in here just so I could remember the phrase. Some of the phrases are mine, and some I copied from other places. Like I would see it and think, oh gosh, that's cool. I want to remember that. So I would write it in my little notebook in my purse, and then when I was working in my art journal, I would take my little notebook out and copy them over. This one I wrote, because it's all the little things that make up my life, I make sure I'm comfortable with all the little things. This is just a calendar that was at work. I doodled on and everybody else doodled on, so I brought it home when the month was over instead of throwing it away, and just cut out the little piece where people drew. I mean, I drew this, but the rest was just kind of a cumulative drawing of different shifts of coworkers. I practiced a lot of painting in this one. I wrote this one. For emotions, process and release. Don't dwell too long. I don't remember where I got this washi tape, but I remember loving it. It's glittery and it looked like the ocean to me. So I put it down below this picture, but I bought it years ago, and I wish I knew where I'd gotten it. I would go buy some more. This is an old postcard from July 15th to July 20th, 1912. I don't know why that date is so specific. Looks like it came from a gift shop, and maybe that was the postcard of the week. I don't know, but it says A Residence Street, Seattle, Washington. This is a 4-leaf clover. We used to go walk down by a Buddhist monastery. It was up on a hill, and then below was a stream and a forest, and we'd go walk around in there. And every time we went, we would find 4-leaf clovers, and a couple times we found 5-leaf clovers. So I would bring them home, not all the time, but sometimes, and then laminate them, use them for bookmarks, and I would stick them in my art journals here and there. Practice drawing, just looking at a picture. I don't usually draw things like this, so I just tried something different. Drew some lanterns. I had one of those spongy round things, you know, you can paint with. So I made some dots. Made one the moon and a couple of them a lanterns. This is something I found in a library book. Somebody was using it for a bookmark. Looks like an old note, and it says, R. Carl Roberts received this Bible for perfect attendance at SS, I'm guessing Sunday school, at the Dickey Church when a young boy, 10 or 12 years of age, from Paul Bailey. Again, just doodling and some washi tape, painting. Practice some watercolors, drawing a fox. And this postcard was from 1951. And the spaces in between is usually where my mind is. That cool old car. Butter wrapper. I liked how it crinkled, so I washed it off and dried it and then just glued it in the art journal. Two of our cats. They're not litter mates. We got them a year apart, but they're really bonded. And they usually fall asleep with their heads together, and then they fall asleep. It's so cute. This is a Thai Buddhist monk finds sanctuary in a grass-spiked field, Thailand. Thailand has about 140,000 like him, but this I got out of a Life magazine from the 50s, I think, 1950s. And then I put this poem about fasting next to him because it just seemed fitting. That's it. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have a great day. Bye.